We are now going to move away from forms and take a look at using iframes. The iframe element is used to embed another HTML page into our web document. Like you see here on this finished contact us page, we can also embed a page from another provider, such as Google Maps, like we've done here. It may sound a little strange, but they'll become more clear when we see them in action. Let's see this in the contact.html page. I'm going to add an iframe inside of here. I'm going to add this just after our form section. So let's scroll down. And right at the end of our form, but still within this main section, we can add the iframe element. So if we give that a save and then refresh the browser inside of our project, and in fact we need to go to the contact us page and then scroll down, we'll see an empty iframe element at the very bottom. To get this to show something, we need to add a source attribute, just like we did when working with images. The source attribute will point to the web page we want to embed. This can be as simple as displaying one of our own web pages, such as product detail. So let's add the source inside of here and link to our product-detail.html. So give that a save. And let's see how this is looking. And there's our product detail page inside this iframe or inside this window. And we can scroll up and down and left and right. So this iframe is a little too small for the content, so we can also use the height and width attributes to resize the iframe. So let's begin with the width, and let's go for 800 and a height of 600. This value is in pixels, so it's an 800 by 600 pixel iframe. And now we have the iframe a little bigger on the screen there. The iframe can also be used to link to an external website, but only if the website owner allows this. Currently, Wikipedia allows this, and we can see by typing in the source. So instead of product-detail.html, let's type in the full URL of https://wikipedia.org, and then give that a save. Over to the browser, and we can see the Wikipedia website embedded. At the moment, Google doesn't allow us to do this, so let's link to google.com, refresh, and we just see an empty iframe. So we do need to be careful which website we're linking to and make sure that that is allowed. We can also add some fallback content for if the embedded content cannot display. This can be added between the iframe opening and closing tag. So let's add our p tags for some text. Let's say your browser does not support iframes. Back over to the project and reload. So we don't see any different because this is only displayed if iframes are disabled or if it's viewed on a screen reading device for visually impaired people. We can also embed content from other websites too if they allow. YouTube is one of the websites which does allow us to embed an iframe into our project. To do this, we can go over to youtube.com. And then all we need to do is find any video which we want to add. So let's just do a quick search for anything. And I'm going to search for Elon Musk and click on any one of these videos. Okay, so then what we need to do is click on share. So if we go down to here, there's a share button. Click on this, and then we can click on embed. Then we can copy this iframe which is provided to us. So we can see the closing and the opening iframe. So let's copy all of this section, go back over, and we can add this in place of our current iframe. So let's remove this and paste in the YouTube version instead. Give that a save, and now back over to our project, hit reload, and there we have a YouTube embedded video. And that plays with all the controls down at the bottom. This iframe also has some attributes too, which we've not yet seen. If we scroll over to the right, we see we have allow full screen. There is also frame border, which has a value of either 0 or 1. 0 means no border, and 1 means to add a border. This allow full screen, as it sounds, if we remove the attribute and then go over and play the video. So click on play, and if we try to click on full screen, we can see that full screen is unavailable. However, adding this back in will allow us to make the video full screen once more. So hit play, and there we go. So now it's the full size of our screen. So now we know a little bit more about iframes. In the next video, we can use them to add Google Maps to our project.